So you might ask yourself, how does this guy wants to build all of his bikepacking gear himself? Yeah, and the thing is, I kind of got a plan, but I still don't know if it all will work out, but as always I will try anyway. So yeah. So here I basically got old backpacks that I don't use anymore, and these backpacks have a really nice like waterproof material, and also I got like other waterproof leftovers like fabrics, and old camera bag also waterproof. And my plan is basically to use all these materials, to cut them out, you know, to open all the seams here, and then use all this material and put it back together in another form on the bike in the perfect shapes, to hopefully have an awesome bikepacking setup. So the first thing I'm gonna do is trying to build this part, like the frame bag of the bikepacking setup. And the first thing I'm gonna do for that is building a template, so like out of cardboard, a template, so I can perfectly adapt this size of the frame to fit a perfectly sized frame bag there. Kiss the good life, good, kiss the good life. So I'm thinking of doing a thickness of 7 centimeters. I think that will give me enough leg room to pedal freely and the most space. So I got my template, and this is the old backpack I'm gonna use for the first bikepacking bag. And now I'm trying to find a spot where I can use a big chunk of material. So to find the best pieces, and doing it the easiest way is a lot more complicated than I thought. So at first I'm going to remove all the unnecessary straps and pockets and things I really don't need, so it will hopefully make things easier to start with. So I took the backpack like apart, and this is the main compartment, or was the main compartment, and this is actually pretty perfect for my use, because as you can see the template is fitting really good in here, and actually these zippers here are perfect for the frame bag also. And these are the 7 centimeters, and the frame bag will hopefully look, when it's finished, like that. And so I can leave the zipper in here, and I don't have to sew in a new zipper. So yeah, pretty awesome. So I'm making some progress, but it's a lot of work. It's yeah, it's a lot of work. And I actually used this kind of foil material, and I got that from this bag, and this was the bag of the sticks of my tent, so I don't use that. And that's like the really nice material that also the tent has underneath. So yeah, that's really waterproof. And I'm also using that kind of material, so you can basically use any material you want that is, if possible, waterproof. You would probably be faster with a sewing machine, of course. Yeah, but I have to do everything by hand, so of course it's gonna take a while. Finally, I finished the first custom bikepacking bag, and now we just have to check if it's actually fitting. So now that I know that this bag is the perfect size, I'm gonna attach some Velcro tape to this bag to secure it safely on the frame of the bicycle. Once again, I have no idea if it will work, so let's hope for the best. So I put the Velcro tape on the bag, and now we just have to try if it actually will hold on the bike. So now I just have to test it, see if it holds. And yeah, let's test it. I have to say, it's sitting pretty tight on here. Like, you can go down like 4 stairs, so I think I can continue with the next bag. And yeah, I'm gonna use the same process for all the next bags, and I will see you when I'm finished. I finally finished building my bikepacking setup. It has took 4 days and it was a lot of hard work, I can tell you, but let me show you the result. That's it. This is what I have been building the last 4 days, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Additionally, I'm gonna bring a backpack for 2 reasons. Number 1, I can't fit everything I need on the journey in these bags, so I have to bring some extra stuff in the backpack. But I try to keep that as low weight as possible, because if you are cycling, you don't want to have a heavy backpack. And second reason, if I'm like in a city and I'm exploring the city and I will lock my bike somewhere in some place, I can't leave like all these bags full of my items on there, so I can it's all secured with Velcro tape, so I can detach them from the bike and put them in my backpack, so I can be mobile even without my bike. I almost forgot my lastest addition to the setup. 1 second. This right here. This is a bottle holder for bicycles. It's made out of aluminium, which makes it really light. And attached to that I got like these holders, so you can attach it anywhere on the frame of the bike. And this is a really big bottle holder, and it holds one of these typical European PET bottles, which can hold 1.5 liters, and it holds it really tight, which is good because you don't want to be in the wilderness and suddenly having bottles like pop up from your bike. And you can secure it with a rubber strap here. So as you can see, it fits really nicely under there, and yeah, it's keeping the heavy water really low. And if I need more than like 1.5 liter, I will pack like small bottles in there, once again to keep the weight of the bike down low, so it handles better, I think. So let's go out in the forest to see if what I built is any good and to test my setup.